Timber, calls the lumberjack to his coworkers with a tone of pride as well as warning. For these guys, it's just another day in the forest. They make $32,000 a year to chop down large plants and make up your very papers, pencils, and desks. If you take a look around, you can see that wood is used everywhere to supply us with common household materials and furniture. Keep that in mind. Despite our developed necessity of wood material, tree chopping has reached a point of excess, caused by more reasons than one. Contrived deforestation is a prevalent issue concerning all life on Earth. The problem of deforestation is harmful to the environment and to our atmosphere. According to FacingTheFuture.org, the net loss of the world's forests due to deforestation is estimated at 7.3 million hectares, which is 8 million acres per year. Even though forests cover a mere 30% of the world's landmass, as stated on NationalGeographic.com, they go to say that swaths the size of Panama are lost each and every year. Okay, being a Panamanian myself and having the blessing to visit there, where my family comes from, it's not nearly the biggest country in the world, but to look around and picture trees covering the whole place, knowing that that's how many fell, it breaks my heart. It's almost impossible to imagine such an image. People don't realize the assistance that plants and trees provide for us. Not only are the plants and trees vital parts of our existence due to them playing major roles in the oxygen cycle, being the biotic beings to actually give us the oxygen we need. Jamie O'Connell of BCGI.org has mentioned that they also help by providing medicine, natural insecticides, fibers, cleaning toxins in the air as well as in the soil, air filtration, and weather control. Insufficient reasons to love these guys? Are there any? LifeScience.com came to the conclusion that forest loss contributes somewhere between 12 and 17% of yearly global greenhouse gas emissions, with World Resources Institute as their source. It's no question that enough deforestation would limit these helpful branches a deadly amount, putting us and them at a disadvantage, a double whammy if you will. There are a few good causes to the problem of deforestation. First one, illegal logging. It goes on all around the world. Basically, men would make their own paths through forests, deeper into the parts of them further than these oxygen providers now. We're also at fault because some of us think deforestation to make room for our cozy houses, neighbors, and cities. Jumping from urban to rural, think of those who farm crops. Yes, they must require many, many acres to efficiently grow crops to provide for us, though it's not already enough plains in America for them to farm. Even then, if you think about the ridiculousness of it, you have loggers digging through forests for extra trees on one side of the country, and on the other, farmers are trying to get rid of trees and make room for farms. On top of that, NationalGeographic.com informing that these farmers only burn the trees in the process. It really makes you think. You see the problem here? I do. It's not always our fault for deforestations. At the mercy of the elements, nobody's guaranteed safety. Plants and trees are no exception. Wildfires, floods, earthquakes, hurricanes, tsunamis, etc., other natural disasters are all at fault for a percentage of deforestation. Before you come to the conclusion that I'm going to blame humanity for this somehow, please save your energy. There's nothing we could do to prevent natural disasters, only make sure those, such as forest fires, aren't man-made. Please, just simply imagine if this was our only worry. Imagine the increase of oxygen we receive and the decline of rapid climate change with only one unstoppable factor of this disaster. The problem of deforestation can be minimized if we each play a role in helping the community. There are enough places to legally cut down trees. If we try to petition or at least encourage stricter laws against illegal logging, maybe we could keep large families of animals safe and the homes they live in that provide for us as well. We are animals too, after all. Loggers and farmers should communicate and have a sort of system that could essentially kill two birds with one stone. Think about it. If a farmer wants to get rid of trees, why not have loggers and lumberjacks use them as supply for our tools and furniture? New trees can be planted in allowed areas to make up for the dead ones. If we all contribute to spreading seedlings and young trees, there's no reason that wouldn't be helpful. Only a few minutes with the help of family or friends could take us all a long way, as well as the generations to come. It's not necessarily a bad thing to cut down trees for supplies, furniture, and architectural needs. But with that said, just like everything else, tree collecting should be done in moderation. If laws were stricter, where people were allowed to chop and yell, "Timber," we could go a long way. The act of cutting trees is financially and resourcefully inevitable. However, people tend to forget how long it takes for these creatures to grow. Deforestation is ridiculous, simply because it's excessive. I learned along the years of my life that too much of anything is never good. To conclude my argument, I say that it's okay to cut trees, just not entire masses all at once. And for 10 fallen trees, why not replace those lost lives with new ones? Because doing so would make a life a little better to breathe for us, as well as our wooden, leaf-haired friends. Thank you.